Hi everybody, welcome back to engVid.com. I'm Adam. In today's lesson, we're going to look at some military expressions and slang that are used in everyday English. So in many situations, when there's a war and there's obviously going to be a military all the time, many words that are used by the soldiers eventually become common in everyday English and are used all the time. Now, especially if you watch war movies, you're going to hear some of these words. Actually, you're going to hear a lot of these words. So it's a good idea to know what they mean. But we also use them in everyday situations, and I'll explain some of these as we go. So first, we're going to look at the actual words and expressions. Awol. This means absent without leave. Okay, so I'll explain that in a second. MIA means missing in action. Okay, now you can have someone 6. Copy, Roger. I'll explain these. These are similar. A dud, snafu. Alpha Bravo Charlie, X-ray Yankee Zulu. Uncle Sam. Collateral damage. Coup de Grace. And FUBAR, or soup sandwich. Okay, let's start with Awol. Absent without leave. So in the military, if you leave your base or leave your post without permission, so leave basically means permission. If you go away from your base or your post and you don't have permission, then you are considered AWOL. If you're gone long enough, then you will go to jail. Okay, in the military, you can't leave your post, you can't leave jail. But we use this in everyday situations. So I planned an organization, like I'm helping some people, I'm a volunteer, and I got a group of people to help me. And at our meeting, one person didn't show up. And I say, where's Mike? He's AWOL. It means nobody knows where he is. He left, he didn't show up. Sometimes we call it a no-show. A no-show means the person didn't appear where he was supposed to be. He didn't come to the meeting, he didn't come wherever. In an office, somebody is supposed to get all this work done, but the boss is asking, where's the work? Where's this person who had to do it? I don't know, he's AWOL. He's gone AWOL. Means he's disappeared. Okay? It's not very dissimilar from missing in action. So in a war, sometimes soldiers, they're fighting, everybody's working together, but one soldier, nobody knows where he is. Maybe he got killed, or maybe he got injured, or maybe he's making his way back. But right now, I don't know where he is. He is missing in action, in the middle of the battle. So it's the same thing in everyday life. If somebody is MIA, means he's disappeared. So it's very similar to absent without leave, but MIA means he was here, but then disappeared. I don't know where he went. So we had a meeting, and in the meeting, we had a break, and we come back from break, and one person didn't return. So where is he? Oh no, he's MIA. He's missing. He's gone somewhere. Maybe he'll come back later. Just in case you're wondering, killed in action, KIA, is another expression. Now, to have someone 6. You've seen this in police shows or war movies all the time. In a clock, 12 is forward, 6 is behind you, 3, 9, all the numbers of the clock, okay? So to have someone 6 means to have someone's back, to watch out for them, or to support them, or to make sure that nothing bad is going to come where they can't see it, okay? So 6 behind, 12 ahead. Copy and Roger. When you're talking on a walkie-talkie or a telephone these days, however way you communicate, copy means message received. So your boss or your commander sends you the message, copy means I got it, I understood. Roger, if an order comes in, I want you to do this. Roger means I got the message and I will do what I've been asked to do. And we use this in everyday life. On the phone, your boss says, this is what I need, copy, Roger, no problem. Dud, a dud. So think about a grenade, like the little thing, you pull the pin, you throw it, it blows up. Or a shell, you fire it, it goes lands, whoop, nothing, doesn't blow up. Or the grenade, you pull the pin, you throw it, that sound, it falls, it doesn't explode. So a dud means something that didn't work, or like a failure. We even say this about people. Okay, so this guy, we hired him to do a particular job, or a girl went out with this guy on a date, and how was it? He was a dud. Means he's no good. He didn't do what he's supposed to do. He's a bit of a failure. So we use this word as well. A snafu is a big mix-up or a big confusion. So somebody was supposed to do something, but it didn't happen, and everybody got confused. Nobody knows what happened. It's a snafu. So here we also use this in everyday language. Again, let's get into a corporate situation. I'm suing somebody, and my lawyer was supposed to put the paperwork into the courts. But when he went down there, he handed it in to them, and then they lost it, or they misplaced it, or nobody knows. There's a big snafu, and now my court trial is delayed because of this snafu, because of this mix-up, confusion. Okay? In the military, they don't use everyday words or even letters. So when they want to say something, they want to use letters, they use a different alphabet. A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And all, of course, all the words in between. So on the phone, if they want to give a code or they want to give a message, they're going to use this language. So sometimes if you're watching a movie, you'll hear Alpha Bravo 29, whatever, that's the company name and the group and position and all that. But if you hear Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, I think everybody knows what this expression means. You use it on your text all the time, what the, etc. But in the military, they're going to say Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Uncle Sam. Now, this is everybody's favorite uncle. He brings you toys, he brings you candy. Oh no, sorry, that's not what I meant. Uncle Sam is the U.S. military. That's their nickname for the U.S. military, Uncle Sam, or the U.S. government, okay? This is a very common expression. Now, if you're thinking, what does Uncle Sam look like? Think about the old posters, the guy with the blue hat and the American jacket, he has the beard and the white hair, and he goes, I want you. That's Uncle Sam, the U.S. military. Collateral damage. So now when the army, when the military sends a guided missile, they want to blow up this particular building. So they send in their missile, and it's a big missile, and the whole thing blows up. The problem is that all the pieces, all the fragments of the bomb, of the shell, they fly everywhere. And sometimes they destroy people's houses or they kill people. And those are innocent people. They weren't targeted, but the bomb was so big that all the pieces went laterally to the side. And that's the collateral damage. So with the target, there's other damage. So, but we use this in everyday life. So you do something, even in like a corporation. I have a company, I buy your company, and unfortunately, all my staff is going to get priority in terms of positions. So some of the collateral damage of this buyout is that some of the staff from that company have to be let go. It's collateral damage. Innocent people get hurt, but that's what happens when you do a strike. Coup de grace. This is a French word. Coup means like stroke or cut in some cases. Coup de grace means like the final or the graceful ending. So somebody is injured, especially when you're talking about your enemy. Your enemy is on the ground, he's injured, he's suffering. Now, you want to be nice. Well, you don't want to be nice. I mean, you shot him, but you don't want him to suffer. He's still a human being. You shoot him in the head, and he's out of his misery. So the coup de grace is the final blow. If you do it with a sword, you cut off his head. With a gun, you shoot him in his head. You finish him off. But in any battle, you're having a stiff battle. You're just about to win. Now all you need to do is deliver the coup de grace. You need that final strike, that final blow, and you finish your opponent, you finish your enemy. And we use this very regularly. Keep in mind, not grace, gras, coup de grace, and no P either. Lastly, now this you'll see in a lot of the older war movies. It's not that common anymore, but FUBAR, effed up beyond all recognition. So a really bad situation. Everything's gone wrong. People are dying, things are blown up, maybe you're losing. Very, very, very bad situation. So this is the old expression. Modern soldiers don't use FUBAR anymore. Now they call it a soup sandwich. Because imagine, you take a piece of bread, you pour your soup onto it for another piece of bread and try to eat that. It's a bit messy, not a very good situation. But soon enough, this will probably be part of everyday language. For now, it's FUBAR. It's a really bad situation. Okay, so I hope you understand these expressions. When you watch your war movies, you'll understand what they're talking about a little bit at least. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you liked it. If you have any questions, go to engvid.com. There's a forum. You can ask all the questions you have there. There's also a quiz to test your understanding of these words and expressions. And of course, come back again, watch more videos, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.